let's get into this. First, I want to go to the departures. So I'm going to go roundtable on this, and I want you all just to share one departure that is going to hurt you the most, and then we can't steal other people's answers. So I'm going to go in reverse order from where we started. That means, Larry, you get to go first for this. You get the lucky draw of going number one. So the departures from Orange County heading into the 2025 season, who are you missing the most going into the season?
The guy who it was so fun to hang out with, Seth Kasipli. What a sweetheart of a man. What a soccer player. What a fantastic human being. What a joy it was to have him on this club. I'm going to tell a really quick story about the first time I met Seth. I introduced myself, said hi. I said, welcome to the team. Please tell me how to say your last name. And he told me. And then I took a picture of him with my son, with Grayson. And Seth is all of about 5'8", and Grayson was all of about 5'3" at the time. And then after they won the championship in 21, Grayson hadn't been to a lot of games and hadn't seen anybody, and Seth hadn't seen him. And now Grayson was up at about 5'10", and when Seth saw him, he's like, "Oh my God, is that Grayson?" He actually just remembered my son's name, who he had only met one time. What a guy! What a treasure! Future Orange County Soccer Club Hall of Famer, Seth Kasipli.
Was there any doubt that Seth was probably going to be the first one to be called out here? I think Brad's a little bit disappointed. Brad would have loved to be the one to mention Seth Kasipli with the roots back to Reno. He was a great ambassador for the club. He's a great person. We all got to speak with him, on the pitch, on the sidelines, on interviews here on the show, and he's always going to be one of the greats for Orange County Soccer Club. And the longevity with a team doesn't hurt too much either. When you have a little bit of time with a team, you build that relationship. Brad, let's go with another name. Who's gonna hurt you the most? And we're getting some suggestions from DK if you want to take any of his, or you can go with your own. What do you want to go with?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with one of the ones DK put. If Larry's gonna steal the name that I really wanted to share the most, I'm gonna steal the name that you guys are gonna want to share the most, and that's Mr. Captain Marcus Knockham. Look, we've we've boasted about him and his awesomeness and how he's everyone's man crush for 2 years, and we were spoiled having him for 2 years, and now he's going to go play for a top tier Icelandic club, which definitely, hopefully, he gets to see some European action over there. I do believe Valor is one of the teams consistently making European soccer the big stage up there. So good luck to him. He's going to succeed there. He's an absolute stud, and can't say anything more nice about him without taking up the whole show.
Yeah, I'm going to chime in on Marcus Knockham. He was one of those players on this team that seemed to truly want to embrace the fans, especially the CLC, the supporter section. Always looked to find where they were if he was nearby for a celebration and celebrate with the fans, which you love to see from a player. And my favorite memory, Marcus Knockham down in San Diego, sort of pushing by his teammates so he could fist pump County Line Coalition and the traveling fans that made it down to San Diego after a goal. What else can you ask for with Marcus Knockham? Up there, one of the greats. Dylan, what are you going to go with? Or who are you going to go with?
Yeah, I got to give it to the master of mindfulness himself. We share a name, though my name is spelled correctly and his is not. But Dylan Powers, he suffered a massive injury at the beginning of last year, and kind of seemed like that was probably it for him, but he fought his way back into the team, and I think just the experience and unironically, that mindfulness will be missed on this team. I think a player and a man that carries himself in that fashion day in, day out, but also in the 90 minutes on a Saturday night is very helpful, and we'll see if that can be replaced.
We will see if that could be replaced. Don't forget, he's the one that headed the ball in Memphis to lengthen Orange County's season in the playoffs last year. Unfortunately, we got knocked out by the eventual champs in the next round. But Dylan's header in that match, it was a thing of beauty. You love to see that. Definitely will be missed with this team as well. Again, another one of those last ties, I believe, to the championship for Orange County. I don't really know. Do we have anyone left that has a tie to that championship on this roster? I don't think so, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think we have any more ties. That was sort of our last link. Him and Seth were the last
Brian
links to that
Olofsky?
championship.
Brian
And who?
Olofsky?
Okay. Miss for me. And the name was called out in the comments. Thank you for those that are watching live with us and throwing in some comments. Feel free to do so. Producer Andy will show those comments up on the screen so people can see what you have to say. And sometimes we like to read the comments as well. Don't forget to like, share. Also, so like our podcast either wherever you listen to podcasts or on social media, YouTube, X, Instagram, Facebook, pretty much any social media. We have an account. We might not utilize all of them in the same way. So, hey, just follow us everywhere. A name that I'm going to miss, so that was called out in the comments, is going to be Owen Lamb. I believe if you can go back to the end of last season when we were doing sort of our season recap, I called out Owen Lamb as one of the best players on this team last year. He made huge contributions to this team's success. He was really a solid person to have on that back line, and he's going to be missed. Now, we've brought in a replacement that looks like a good replacement. So it's not that we're losing Owen Lamb and we don't have anything in that position now. It's just he was a great player for this team for what he was asked to do. Worked really well with the other defenders and worked really well with the attackers and the midfielders on that right side of the pitch. So Owen Lamb will be missed. Those are 4 names. There's other names that are going to be missed. If we didn't call out name that you're thinking of, go ahead and throw it in the comments, and producer Andy will throw it up on the screen.